Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. The California governor has ordered everyone to, quote, shelter in place. That means that I'm homebound, except for essential shopping and walking my dog. And the order is effective until at least April 7th, and most experts suggest it'll last longer. I thought I would share my thoughts during my first few days of near quarantining. First, if I'm to be honest, I've liberally interpreted the edict. It allows people to exercise, specifying that walking and hiking are okay. Well, I've interpreted that as pickleball, that's old person's tennis, being okay. I'm a lot more than 6 feet from my opponent when I'm playing. Sure, the ball could somehow pick up a bit of virus, so I try not to put my hand to my face till I get home. I do wish I had hand sanitizer, but even though I shopped for it a week ago, the hoarders had already emptied the shelves. Amid the existential warnings, for example, the governor's prediction that 56% of Californians could get the virus within 8 weeks, I'm embarrassed to admit that I've actually found much of the sheltering in place to be sort of pleasant. Since we're all working from home, when I drove to get food today, there was no traffic and parking was easy. I've never experienced that in the last few years here in the Bay Area. And I live near a freeway, and the constant drone has been replaced by virtual silence. My work as a career counselor has eased. Everyone's working with me by Skype or phone, so I don't need to clean the house as often. My most difficult clients, the long-term unemployed, have postponed sessions, knowing that most hiring now is of well-employed stars in mission-critical positions, and that doesn't necessarily describe my long-term unemployed clients. I have a bit fewer clients now, which allows me to slow down and enjoy life a bit more. I'll allow myself a few-minute longer shower without guilt. I'll play on Amazon for longer than I normally would. I bought my first video game in 30 years, something called Journey. I talk with my neighbors for more than the usual. Hi, how you doing? Fine. How are you? Fine. We're all in this unprecedented horror movie, except that it's not a movie. Through the years, as I got overwhelmed with work, with life, and with the ever-growing pile of books in our bedroom, I almost wished that I had been in prison so I had time to read some of that stuff. Well, beware of what you wish for. You might get it. Well, now I'm essentially under house arrest. Such a devastating, cataclysmic, end-of-days event, pick your favorite word, provides perspective. I spilled yesterday a half-cup coffee, and normally I'd reflexively yell, "Shit!" Yet I said nothing and just cleaned it up, calmly, which is rare for me. I'm eating less. With restaurants closed, maybe I'll finally lose the 20 pounds I've been wanting to lose. Well, maybe not 20, because I am allowing myself extra treats like indulging my love of carbs. I'm married, but I wonder what dating must be like in this era of corona. 6-foot distance? And what's a hooker to do? Even though I'm pretty stocked up, except for hand sanitizer, I find myself conserving. For example, when I need to blow my nose, no, I don't have corona. I just tear off a part of the tissue. Additionally buoying me is the talk of vaccines and treatments in the works. I have faith in few things, but I do in the ability of the best and brightest, and that's who is worldwide working tirelessly on this. Amid all the light tone here, you might deem me a Pollyanna. Well, there is at least one nasty thought that's marinating in my brain. I'm wondering whether the cure will end up worse than the disease. All these restrictions are likely to cause hordes of people to lose their jobs, businesses to go out of business, life savings lost to stock market declines, trillions of dollars of extra taxpayer spending, people to go stir-crazy confined to their homes for likely months, with recurrent waves of disease and possible restrictions likely to occur for 18 months. Is it at all possible that we would have been net better if government just funded vaccine development and ventilator makers and left the rest to the private sector, except for reminding us to keep social distance and wash our hands? Yeah, but what do I know? I'm just a career counselor. Anyway, here are a couple of takeaways from this. As you determine how letter of the law you're going to implement your jurisdiction's corona edicts, you might want to factor in your personal degree of risk of contracting and of transmitting the disease. Take advantage of the extra time you may now have to do things you've long wished to do and never found the time for. I list a whole bunch of them. If you Google Marty Nemko and coronavirus, you'll find it. And it may help to sequester your negative corona thoughts by observing its silver linings. For example, you may have a little more time to finally talk with your neighbors. Oh yeah, and do wash your hands more and keep 6 feet away from me. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I look forward to your comments always, and I love it if you hit the share button below and share it on your social media so that my efforts have broader impact, and I'm flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.